Hi Taurus, welcome to your July 2022 general love reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. Before I get started with the reading, I just want to take time to say to my subscribers, thank you so much for your love, your support, your patience and understanding. I know I've been gone for a long time. I went to get married and then I went on my honeymoon, which was fantastic. And then I came back and I got COVID. So don't worry, I am recovering, I am healing, I am fine. But it has taken me a bit to get back to the readings to feel well enough to do so. So if you hear it in my voice, please have patience for me. But I thank you guys. Thank you for all your love and support and your understanding. So let's go ahead and get right into the reading. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Taurus. This will not resonate with every Taurus that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message is going to be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Taurus, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, cross watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Taurus. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Taurus and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I will be using my sound bowl as always to clear and set the energy. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit only for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's do this. All right, usually I don't give messages before I kind of pull the cards, but I did feel an energy of like something reaching out and kind of grabbing my hand and like moving the thumb like that. And so I don't know if that's someone's spirit guide coming through to help someone with this message right now, if they need healing, advice, clarity in a love situation, but maybe since this is a love reading, someone's energy is strongly just coming through in the forefront, and maybe that's just confirmation of how they used to hold your hand. Maybe someone has like a birthmark, a scar on their hand, or even a hand tattoo. I don't know. That just automatically was something I needed to say for someone who needed to hear it. Maybe they missed the way you guys held hands. I don't know. Let's go ahead and get into the cards because I just felt pulled to say that for someone because that's going to provide confirmation for them. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But all right, Spirit, let's see what's happening for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Anyone dealing with a Taurus right now? What is happening in love and romance for July? Whoa. Okay, Taurus, we have forgiveness here coming through. Oh yeah, heart chakra is being activated right now. And it says, forgiving yourself or another will help you move forward. I really do feel, Taurus, someone wants your forgiveness. The letter F is sticking out very strongly for me. First, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. I'm also seeing a V too, as in Victor or Victoria, first, middle, last initial. Someone has a wound around a certain connection with you, Taurus. Maybe this is your energy I'm picking up on. Something that didn't unfold, that didn't happen, something that someone hurt you by. And I wonder if July is now the time for that healing to fully take place, or for them to actually say sorry, or to give an explanation, or to give you clarity where you weren't given anything. And I feel this is something that's been carried in someone's heart for a very long time. So, okay. Let's go ahead and see what they want to say to you. What do they want to say to Taurus right now with this energy coming through here? Whew. That flew out heads up and it said, I was scared to show you the real me. Wow. So yeah, Taurus, I don't know, they put on a mask. When you guys were in this connection, they put up a front. They put up a wall is kind of what I'm getting. And no matter how long you waited or how much you tried or what you thought you were doing, like that could help build that wall down, they just kept it up. And there was times maybe when you saw moments of vulnerability or moments of emotion or something that gave you the glimmer of hope that this was really the end to whatever mask that they kept on having up when it came to you. But at the end, they chose their ego and they chose their pride and they chose really fear-based thinking over being with you. And I think that is the thing that someone struggled with the most to kind of accept, is that someone's pride got in the way of what could have unfolded between the two of us, or even what I heard was meant to fold between the two of us. Powerful energy coming through here. And I feel, Taurus, that this person has never forgot about you. This person still thinks of you every day and still has a wound around what they could have done better, how they could have done better, and really how they sabotage this whole connection here. And for a lot of you, I feel this just energy of apologizing, and whether you would give this another chance or not, they just want to put it out there because they know it's the right thing to do. Wow. Okay. So let's see the tarot. They're scared to be vulnerable with you, Taurus. And I think a lot of you, through the healing and through the process of the journey of, this connection that has been a part of your spiritual awakening, I think a lot of you have come to really understand that. And maybe that me saying that was just confirmation for you guys for what you already knew about this person. They were just afraid to open up. They were afraid to be real. They were afraid to trust. And that was the blockage in between your contract being fulfilled here. Because it does feel like a soulmate here. Oof. Justice. Straight in the middle of this. And this is my card in love readings of soulmate contracts. Wow. Libra energy. Some of you could be dealing with the Libra. You could have Libra in your chart. It does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. I'm going to get all the cards out first, and then I will show them to you. Wow. Yeah, wow. Okay, Taurus. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Virgo energy. You could be dealing with the Virgo, could have Virgo in your chart. This is what I see from why everything kind of fell apart, was that someone was way more dedicated. Someone was way more prepared, way more ready to put everything into this, that the other person was not. Maybe you guys met at work with the Eight of Pentacles. You used to work together, used to be at the same job. Maybe that's changed since then. But yeah, this is what made it fall apart, was that it was so one-sided. I'm saying that even if you need to pause to look at the imagery here, like you see the guy trying to give the rose to this chick who's just looking away, uninterested, unimpressed. And that was part of the icy mask that was so hard to deal with, I think, Taurus, on your end, was that you just didn't get the confirmations, the validations from this person that you were hoping for during this past. No matter what you did, you felt like it just wasn't good enough for them to be open, for them to trust, for them to give a chance, for them to give a damn is kind of what I heard. And you were done trying to make it work. You were done being the one to reach out, the one to, ask them what they're doing this weekend, to, hit them up when there was those periods of not hearing from them for a long time. And you just felt like they weren't willing to do enough for you. And that's why this had to end, whether you ended it or spirit intervened to put an end to this. for your sake, for your healing, for your growth. So you didn't have to put it all on you the way you were before when this was happening. And I feel like there was a moment between the two of you where they stayed the night. And then after, the deed was done, you guys had your romantic night. They were just so cold the morning after, or they were just ready to go. They were ready to get up, and it hurt you. But that was a defense mechanism, Taurus. I want to be clear with that. And it's not an excuse, but it is something that they felt they had to detach from, so they couldn't be emotionally invested in something they didn't feel they were ready for, they didn't feel like they wanted at the time. But with this forgiveness card, I do see that they knew it was wrong to do that to you. And with I was scared to show you the real me, again, this is where the whole defense mechanism comes. Somewhere in their past, through their childhood, through a past relationship, they learned subconsciously that love was something to fear. All right, let's get this going. I'm getting that someone's like addicted to coffee, always has multiple cups through the day, has to have their coffee in the morning, or they're pretty grumpy. I don't know why that's coming through very strongly. Maybe someone lives by a coffee shop, but let's get into it. Center of this is justice, Libra energy. Taurus, you will get your answer. You will get your closure. You will get the understanding from it all. And that's where the scales will be starting to balance itself through this. And again, I can kind of dive deeper into this and see what I'm feeling here exactly, but it's like with this justice card, there is some sort of healing here that's going to happen by the end of the month that will give you a better understanding as to why this all had to happen this way. I do feel for some of you, the part that was hardest of letting go of this was just not knowing why. Why they couldn't tell me, why they couldn't, explain to me, why they couldn't open up to me, why they left me, in the dust, why they left me in the dark, and all these like questions that surround the whole situation. You'll get your answer, Taurus, that you've been looking for. And I do feel, Spirit's part in separating the two of you, because at some point it just was not beneficial for you anymore to hold on to this, to have this person interact with you when they were at an unhealed place, when they weren't ready the way you were ready, Taurus. I do want to clarify this justice card here to get a bit deeper into this contract, or into why justice is the main card here. Someone could be wearing blue right now, or someone's favorite color is blue, aura color is blue. 6 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. Wow, Scorpio energy and Leo energy coming through here very strongly. Yeah, so where there was confusion, where there was no answers, honestly, I feel the tables are kind of turning at this point. And you were the first to be the ones that were left in the dark over this situation. But now they find themselves to be in the dark. Maybe they tried to move on with other people and the connection did not compare to what you guys had. Or somehow, even with new girlfriends, boyfriends, they still thought of you. They still carried a place in their heart for you that they couldn't ignore and couldn't deny. With the 6 of Wands, this is victory here. This is where I feel, Taurus, you will come out on top and really fully accepting, understanding, and even feeling a little bit good about the healing you've done around this, or even to get that answer of confirmation that you've been waiting on from this person, because you were confused. And there were days where you were like, yeah, I'm totally over them, whatever. And then there were other days where you just crumbled under the emotional sadness of remembering what this person did. So many different emotions come up when you think of this person. There's emotions of anger, there's emotions of resentment, but there's also emotions of love, or emotions of yearning for some of you. again, you're going to have to see which message is for you and which one isn't. But I think now they're stuck in this place of confusion, Taurus. They are where you were at the beginning of all this. And I think, honestly, the Six of Wands is yours. To have, to feel like you've overcome, you understand, you're moving forward. Is that with or without them? Bottom of the deck, we have Five of Cups. Yeah. Scorpio energy again coming through here. Sadness. I feel, though, this is their regret that they have, Taurus. This is where they have been for the last few months. Even year, I hear, for some of you guys. The last year. Maybe it's been a whole year. July will mark it from when you guys stopped talking. Or when this all ended. But there are two fives here, so your birthday could be May 5th, May 15th, perhaps April 25th for someone out there. You could be seeing a lot of fives recently, 55, 555. Could be numbers, confirmations you've been seeing. But there's change that is going to be happening in this, Taurus. I think this time of sadness and hurt, holding on to it, is going to be released finally. So what's crossing this is the Devil card. So for some of you, this is just confirmation that this could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. There's someone with Capricorn in their chart. But mainly what I feel with this is that, yeah, there was a darkness in this person, and let's just be real. We all have flaws. We all have shadow. No one is safe from that, being on this earth, being born into human form. But again, like, their fears overrode their instinctual reactions to love. The fear of being trapped, the fear of commitment, the fear of vulnerability, the fear of love. And they have a lot of karma on their end, Taurus, whether you're aware of it or not. A lot of karmic situations that have been the precedent of why they react in such cold ways, or they did before, why they were so rejecting of your love. And I feel with this Devil card here too, crossing the situation, you may have had a past life with this person that had a lot of karmic energy around it. You guys couldn't fulfill some sort of union, contract, and it was just meant to happen in this lifetime so you guys could fully deal with this once and for all, or understand it once and for all. And maybe, Taurus, since this ending, you've kind of also done your own shadow work and own healing around the wounds of this person, or the wounds of what happened in this connection. Being bound to this, even though, you felt like you wanted to move on. Why was there still a chain here between the two of us? Or even when I tried my best to stop thinking of them, why they would keep on reoccurring. There was unresolved business here with the Devil card. But for most of you, this is just kind of showing me again, just their own demons that were taking over in the connection between the two of you, that they weren't ready to face, they weren't ready to deal with at the time. It's as simple as that, Taurus. And I feel for a lot of you, for a while, you may have put blame on yourselves for it not working. I mean, it takes two to tango, but I think you felt like you did something wrong when it was really something they were afraid of showing and revealing. That you wouldn't accept the real version of themselves, so they had to put a front up. That was the challenge. That's, still, I think if they were to come back, or they were to say, like, you would have your guard up because of this energy that looms over this situation, the karma that's still present in it. Someone could have a beard or has grown out their hair since you guys last saw each other, facial hair from the head, whatever. Someone could have had very hairy arms or a hairy chest too, that I'm picking up on. What's crowning this is the Five of Pentacles. Taurus energy. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Taurus or someone with Taurus in their chart. But yeah, now clearly you guys haven't spoken since, you guys haven't interacted since, but it's been very hurtful. It has been a journey of feeling like there wasn't enough, you weren't good enough, or maybe this is what this person is going through now. I mean, this person could have ghosted you, Taurus, with the Five of Pentacles. They literally ghosted you when you felt you were so much more than that to them. And that's where the rejection was kind of looming over. That's why, you know, we take on the rejections people give us so much. And it lingers, and we, you know, feel like we were the ones that deserved it. And again, I for whoever's feeling that way, if you're not, bear with me. But for those who are, like, it wasn't your fault that this person couldn't open up and be real. That this person couldn't be the person you wanted them to be. They just weren't ready. Now, someone could be dealing with financial issues right now. Someone could have lost a job recently. Someone could be in debt, student loans that they're really struggling with right now, or has been a main issue even when you guys were at first connecting here. But I think this is how they feel bad, Taurus, and because I keep on getting drawn to that forgiveness card we saw at the beginning of the reading. They know they did you wrong. They know that they rejected you, that they were cold with you, that they ghosted you for some of you, and they live day to day feeling that regret and feeling that guilt even for how they handled the situation between the two of you. What's rooting this is the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is where, you know, they felt like they had to be single, they had to be independent, they had to be free. They didn't want to stay in things for too long. These people like to get up and go. They're very extroverted. They're very charismatic. They like even with the devil crossing it, they could like to party a lot. And maybe that involves a lot of alcohol, drugs, sex. Not for everyone, but for someone out there, it's just more confirmations of what, you know, this person was kind of acting on fight or flight, and they fled instead of working through this situation with you, working through their fears. This person's also a flirt too. Very flirtatious. And I think that's kind of what kind of caught you on, Taurus, is that they were good with their seduction. They were good with their words. They were, I don't know, playfully flirtatious. Even if you guys did meet at the workforce, like they do little flirtatious, playful games with you. And you found them to be exciting. You found them to be, you know, very passionate, and you felt passionate about them. I'm also hearing phone call. I don't know if someone's getting a phone call right now or will very, very soon. I don't know if it's from this person, but maybe things ended on a phone call, which was kind of screwed up too. Anyway, or they wouldn't return your phone calls. But yeah, I think this is what made this person, you know, there's commitment issues, there's vulnerability issues, there's fears of losing independence if they were to be in a commitment. I don't think it was personal with you, Taurus. I think this is the mindset they have in love and romance in general. Maybe, you know, they didn't have romantic partners in the past or parents in the past that were consistent and stable. Maybe they were always on the move. You know, maybe someone came from like a military family, and so they didn't have the emotional preparedness for relying on anything that could be long lasting. I don't know. But I'm getting this energy as someone that, you know, when things become too comfortable, there's this shadow urge to, you know, run away from it. And that's how I feel they felt with you. How they see you, how they see the situation with you, Taurus, is the Three of Cups, Cancer energy. They do want to reunite with you. They do want to reconcile with you. You know, they had great times with you, great dates with you. You know, you were always someone that their friends really liked, that they could bring you around with their friends and you'd be chill, you'd be cool. you'd be, I don't know, you're just easy to get along with. Their family members liked you too. Their siblings, I'm hearing for some. But for most of you, yeah, this is about how they want to reconcile. And it's weird, Taurus, because I feel like in the beginning of this is what you wanted so badly when this first ended, was for them to come back, for you guys to reconcile, and you kind of just disconnected from this idea the longer time it took for them to actually reach out and say anything, right? But now they're looking towards a happy reunion. They're looking towards, or let's just say, think about a happy reunion. They want to hear from you again. They want to see you again. They want to see how you've been doing. But it still feels, to be 100% honest with you, still a little bit casual. And maybe that's because they know the damage has been done. But they're looking to, not fight with you anymore, or to not have that fighting energy between the two of you. They want to make up. Maybe they've noticed that you've been going out more. If they follow you on your social media or hear about it, you've been going out with your friends more. You've been finally starting to kind of put yourself out there to meeting new people. And maybe that's kind of this little jealous urge that's making them want to reach out. Especially if you've been talking to their friend. Don't know who that's for, probably for a very small amount of you, but confirmation for who needs to hear it. And how they are in this situation, how you see them, is 9 of Pentacles, Virgo energy. Yeah, I don't think this person, is a not good looking person. I think that you, from the get-go, especially with the 9 of Wands and now the 9 of Pentacles, you've always liked their style, the way they dress, the way they carry themselves is confident, charismatic. They have a nice smile that you really like. And I'm seeing a baseball cap too, just for someone's confirmation. But yeah, you see that you kind of always known that this person has had commitment issues, independence issues, feeling like if they were to be with you, they'd lose, any say of what they wanted to do, how they wanted to do it. And I feel like if you guys do see each other again, they're going to look really good, because I feel like they dressed up to see you because they knew you would be around, or that they wanted to impress you in some way. But with this 9 of Pentacles, I wonder too, with this energy I'm kind of feeling, is that you're a lot stronger than when you were when this all fell apart with this person. And you've achieved so much in your healing journey because of this person that, although it would be nice to hear from them, maybe you're good off them now in a way that you never thought you would be before. And that's something they're not really going to understand until they try to come back into your life. But maybe, Taurus, you just kind of have given up the hopes of being with this person because they have commitment issues. They'd rather be off alone. Even if that is their biggest defense mechanism, even if it wouldn't make them the happiest, that's what they think. Therefore, you feel like you're done trying to change their mind about it. Wow. All right, Taurus, to see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold by the end of the month, what are they likely to do? More importantly, what do you need to know about this connection, about this person, so you can make the best choice with whatever happens? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome of the situation by the end of July, but I'm also going to pull some oracle cards as well to add to this reading, to dive deeper into this reading and to see what else you need to know about this person and this connection. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Taurus, I really hope that this reading has resonated with you in some way. That's given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what you're going through in your love life right now. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Taurus, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.